Check. Check one. What up? What up, everybody? Happy Friday, but most importantly, happy Halloween. What up? Gotta drop the link. It's in the house. Emmanuel in the house. OG Emmanuel. Brother of a certain age popping up already. You know you're welcome to hit the panel, brother, anytime, man. Dropping the link up in here. Yeah. Friday. It's a watch party tonight. In the house. 10 o'clock. Friday. We got nothing to do. Waiting on my hostess with the mostest. The HNIC head negress in charge. Josephine the Chatavist. See people in there. What up? What up, Emmanuel, man? OG, triple OG. Good to see you. Saw your comments. Got back to you, man. Appreciate. Man, I got to appreciate, man, all the love I got lately, man. And just with a couple things, people letting me know that I'm heading in the right direction with, information and things that I do, man. And that was really cool. Maybe get more into that when Josephine taps in, But good, man. Great vibes, man. Things are going all right. You know what I got to do? I just probably, instead of rambling here, man, do my housekeeping and start the damn show, because I know what people are here for, man, Yeah. What up, man? It's Friday. Yeah. Put that back on. Welcome to Last Call Podcast. This is Last Call. Welcome to the channel. Got a couple new subscribers. We're growing slowly, but I'd rather have an honest, good vibe and audience, man. So we get along in here, man, and we just have a good time. It's a good hang. So welcome to you, few people, and thank you to the other people that hang on and help me out and make this thing what it is, man. Very much appreciative of being able to post some videos and people comment on it and all that stuff too. That's real good stuff, man. So this is, for the last while, trying to be consistent at posting or posting once a week a news event. One was or just some information. In this week, it was about Robert Johnson, and I dropped that, and people responded to that, and appreciate that very much, man. All of that, the compliments, everything that went along with that too, man, and some of the guidance and all that good stuff with it too, man. So thank you. Other than that, we do what we're doing tonight, and just as I say that, Josephine the Chatavist steps in over here too. What up? We do a live once a week on a Friday. Myself, Josephine the Chatavist, and we just talk some shit out, man. We do stuff, we show stuff, we have conversations, we have little debates, all that kind of stuff too, man. And it's apparently it's working, man, because people in here, Manuel, brother of a certain age, anybody who steps through, comes in, stays a little while, man, and it's great. Appreciate everybody, man. Josephine, what up?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling. How you doing, man?
Man, worn out.
Work day, busy work day.
Yeah, work day, and then it's the kids. The kids just stopped coming.
Oh, you did the whole thing. So you didn't take the light off. You kept the light on.
Yeah, because the kids were knocking on the door, so
All right, all right. And how did that go? Did
Late.
you do you dress up your house at all, or you in
Nah,
that much of the movie?
I just put some signs out there, this year. Next
Oh
year, I'm
shit,
probably gonna. Next year, I'm probably gonna dress like
just
a Smith.
the line, just the keep out sign and a little caution tape, and you're like, keep it moving.
Well, my neighbor, shoot, he be like, "You want some Gatorade? You want some candy?
Oh
You
my
want?"
god,
The kids spend so much time over there. By the time they get to my door, I'm like standing there, like I'm sitting outside with the candy, so I'm so wore out. My dogs, was outside. It was a thing. Well,
got you, man.
first I had to snatch and grab. So I had some kids, about 4 or 5 of them. They came. I guess they saw candy outside, so they snatched and grabbed as much as they could till they got caught.
Ooh,
They didn't make
why
it
you were
to.
working on the honor system first of all?
Well, at first, yeah, because I always leave a little bit out, but I didn't expect to see older kids. I
Mm,
expected little ones. I don't know
mm.
why they was out at
You know,
4. They
guys, come on.
so.
She's working on the honor system. You know, guys, come on, man. It's Halloween. She's working on the honor system over here. I don't know if I have much much sympathy for that. If you got to know the neighborhood, man, you know, and the
Well,
kids that you're in, you can't.
listen, last year there was an honor system, but I had a sign up that said I'm watching you. This year I didn't have my sign up. So
And
and we and
they
every
took that as
house
a sign.
cameras. So I don't know why they would do that. So they got caught though. They didn't make it to the third house and then they got shooed away. So nobody was letting them come to their house.
Got you. So they got to your place, got the treats, and then booked it. You know, did you hand out individuals? What did you do? Did you have a bowl? You let them put their hands in, or did you, you ration distribute?
Well, after that, I had to put some more candy out and I just rationed. I was like, you can get 3 pieces. And then by the time it was like halfway, empty, my neighbor came over and dumped some more in my bowl. So,
Oh, what a good neighbor, man.
yeah.
The neighbor said, "You ain't shit here, man. You know, rise up to the occasion next time. I'm gonna help you this time."
He had so much candy over there. It was ridiculous.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. So people are going out and it's cool. You know, I like Halloween, man. And it's good vibes. I didn't do that. I was actually on the road a couple times today, which I hate fucking driving at a certain time because the kids are there and stuff. And then on one side of my street, we don't have a sidewalk, man. It's all lawn and shit. And you just gotta crawl to get to where the hell you gotta go to. Oh, is that Spottum? Is that the professional victims mention?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I have no idea.
yeah.
Okay, I just kind of ignored that a little bit. I know spot 'em. All right, cool. A little weird when we don't have the are we one of those channels that don't have the name on there and it goes to the freaking because I don't like that. I don't know if we can make it different.
No, he probably changes his name a lot, depending on his mood. So.
Oh, creeping in and out, man. And just so people know, and we'll eventually get there, this is the watch party, man, of Night of the Living Dead, 1968, George Romero. And I figure a good time is maybe closer. We do our thing. It doesn't matter if it goes closer to 11. I was actually, for some reason, thinking 11 so we could come in and talk our shit, get all that stuff out the way because it's been eventful. And then start the feature presentation because, of course, we started a little later today so people could do whatever they needed to do, come back with your snacks. I actually I got guacamole. I went to the real Mexicans, man, my real Mexican spot. Ceviche and chips and this other stuff that I could do too. So I could enjoy the movie with everybody else. And I'm in a recliner today too. So I'm not even reclined right now. I'm like propped up, but when the movie starts, I got the little TV tray. I got my drinky drink over here and snacks and all that stuff. I'm going to be able to lay back and enjoy the movie one way or another here. So I'm ready.
And how long is this watch party?
I don't
Are we
know what do you got to do, man? Why you asking me like
no, just
getting in your way, man? You got stuff to do? What's up, man? What's
I'm just
God
listen.
damn.
Hey, if I'm gonna do one of those things where I just fall asleep on the panel. No, just
It's gonna
you
be what it's gonna be, man. It's
gonna hear
Halloween.
me, and then I'm gonna be snoring. You gonna be like, "What is going on back there?"
It's what I'm talking about. It's what I'm talking about, Emmanuel. I wish I bought a little bit more food because I've been snacking before the time here, so I'm not gonna have as much food as I wanted. But I hope it holds me, into the other thing here, man. But yeah, this is the watch party, as I was saying, of Night of the Living Dead. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the black and white version. We're gonna watch it as it was intended. And man, we're just gonna lounge and stuff too. So best thing to do is just get some stuff out of the way. Eventually, say a few things about the movie, and then we'll kick the movie in. While we're all getting settled here and stuff too. What's Emmanuel? Emmanuel's warming up his burrito over there, man. And I got my snacks. Let me.
I know, and then you see my little costume right here. I got my little.
Oh yes, let's talk about that.
half look, half scarecrow, half woman.
So if you gave like half a shit and you saw my logo thing there, you'd see that it changed a couple times. We went through a couple prototypes and stuff
Hmm.
like that, and I decided on one. Most of the week I had like the blood soaked last call through the
I love
crosshairs.
that. I love that one though.
I like it, but I also realize it could be sending other messages. But if you're keen enough, you know the channel, you know that it is what it is, man.
I liked it because it was like a Halloween thing.
Right, right. That's what people should have thought about it. That it was Halloween and stuff. So and it was just kind of like I don't know what other chat rooms I was in, just fucking around on YouTube and stuff, and I was in some, and I was like, it could be interpreted different ways too. At this time, crosshairs, blood, all that sort of shit too. Thank you, Emmanuel, man. We had a little meeting on it, and Josephine did her work on all the graphics that you see, even the thumbnail tonight. Of course, is a rendition of, or a parody, I guess it would be, on the original Night of the Living Dead poster. Same font and picture and everything as well. And you know how I like to do those thumbnails as a paying homage. Most of the times it's an album and stuff. Last year I did one. I didn't have to do much work to one of my favorites, which was Get Out, and I put Last Call in there as well. And very cool. But Josephine did the work on this, and for most of the week I had that blood spill, and then I think over the last maybe 48 hours or so, I put in the hand there, which as you know, is a zombie thing. All right, there's many zombie. Now I'm the zombie expert over here. How you nerds like Star Wars and Star Trek and all that stuff, that nerdy stuff, Battlestar Galactica. I am zombies. So I know all the zombies in and out the movies, which I'm going to fill you with a little zombie knowledge closer to the movie, before we get there too, man. And yeah, that's the deal. But yeah, so if you notice, that's the hand. But if you notice a couple things, which I actually don't notice right now, the hand should look like, and I'm going to do it as we talk. So it turned to the hand, and over the last, day or so, the hand gets a little deteriorated, like a zombie would, rot. It's supposed to rot a little bit there too, you know. Um, but I think I may have forgot to change that one, which is one of the main ones. So I might be changing it over here too. But that's it. That's what we get. Josephine put some work in there, and very appreciative of that. What do you guys think, man? Josephine, like the deal?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I like yeah. It adds a little color to the channel. You know what I mean?
A
You
little
know.
change. Not that color's needed, like that, man. It is what it is. Nobody's coming here for all the abstract colors, but it is a good contrast, and especially for the theme. If you even notice on the side over there, I'm normally blue, man. I made it orange tonight, right? You see
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I see it a little
So we
bit.
didn't have any background or anything like that, but
Oh,
it is.
I got a background.
Do you? How do you do that? Is it too
Okay.
complicated right now, or
No, no. I'm a screenshot it and throw it up there. Hold
don't want to
on.
be switching and doing this, doing all that, and Messing up shit. On top of that, I dropped a video this week about Robert Johnson, his tale. I thought it would be a good tale to tell, around Halloween and a little kind of spooky in the spirit story. And it was really well received, man. That was one of the ones that I was talking about. People seemed to like it, gave good feedback on it. Some said they didn't know about it and all that stuff too. And, educate a little bit and then entertain some as well, which is really good. And I got the feeling that people just wanted more of that sort of uh, um, content, which was really cool too, and had me thinking a little bit, you know.
Did.
Indeed, indeed. Saw Josephine. You said you did. You were on there, right?
Yeah, wait, let me put it up here real quick. the let's see. Image.
Okay, look, that there is a scene like that. You're right, Emmanuel. But this one is the bloody palm on the glass. That's also very zombie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Fright Night. You see my ticker tape. Happy Halloween, mofos. Just having some fun with it here too. So I'm gonna keep that little music in the background. I had a couple soundtracks that I would use for this. Um, I like this one. We keep it in the background. In the meantime, too, other things. So I want to get some stuff out of the way because it's going to be another 7 days, and all this shit's going to pass. Also, Gail King getting fired, which I really don't care about. But
How
another
she
thing I
got?
really don't care about, but this Julio Fulio chick testifying, which is just weird to me, and whatever the deal is with that too, man. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Gail King got fired. What she get fired for?
Apparently, I didn't read into the whole thing, man. So it's just kind of like hitting the waves now and stuff. I think she said something anti-Trump, and that's how they decided to deal with her, man.
Oh wow.
So it could be anything these days, and how they lift up, um, again, this Kurt idiot, say his whole name, but how Vance is just adores this guy is amazing to me, you know. So I don't know. Oh, look, there's something over here. Let's see what this is. It's called the spooky frame. Oh shit! Look at us. You see this?
Yeah, I see it.
Do you like this one? Do you like this one on the side? Like this one?
Oh,
Or
yeah, that one's better
that
than
one?
that.
Yeah, it leaves more thing. It's better for us. All right. So we'll leave this one on. Also, look at us, man. It's called making changes. There's that. Uh, Man, there was this other chick in the news too, man. There's so much BS and little stuff, going on in there, and it's just like, well, in there, baseball game, my LA is playing, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, man. So what's going on? What's going on with your channels? You had Layla Ali say some stuff on one of your channels there too. Just
Yeah, she
wanted
said
to that.
part two, so I have to put part two on there. But basically, how I feel about it is that she little girl, Carice. I call her a handsome woman,
She's
but
disrespectful.
yeah, she's just a handsome woman. That's how they handsome women act. And so, basically, she just, I don't. I think that she wants the whole attention. She wants to fight, for attention. It's like I feel sorry for her because I don't think her brand gonna go anywhere. But someone
Right.
said to me earlier today, they said that she's, when you're a woman that's basically your biggest accomplishment is being with a married man. Nobody really wants to tie themselves to that. They don't really want to tie themselves to a person who with a married man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so Layla is too classy for her. You know what I mean? She's fought. She's done her her time. She deserves to be. And plus, there's no benefit. What? How does it
Yeah.
benefit Layla to fight? Like, what does that bring her? Like, she doesn't get nothing out of it.
Yeah, it's a
So
ploy where clearly this chick should know. There's an unspoken rule, like, we don't, she's royalty to
right.
us. So don't fuck with her. Don't speak a certain way, and maybe chill a little. Like your ego has to be so large there that you don't care about all that, and it's all about you. And this is
Or
how you're
she
gonna operate.
or
That-
she's trying to bully her into how you gonna bully somebody to fight you, and then you see all these people, she's just scared of her. Like, what does that have? No, she doesn't have a reason to fight her. There's no reason. So
right, and that's what a desperate person would do to get the attention. But you're totally ignoring the legacy, everything else, that this person stands for, and bringing it down. You're bringing down the whole class, even though it is boxing and all that stuff too. You're bringing down a certain dignity with it when you do stuff like this. You know.
exactly, Emmanuel. Why she don't want to fight the woman that wants to fight her right now? So,
Oh, good point. Good point.
yeah. So it's she's
So what
trying.
do they call it? Clout for the
Yeah,
clout.
basically. But I hope she takes some of that money and learn how to get some common sense and some education, because she sounds ignorant.
Yeah, a little. Right. So she's not even. She's definitely taking that ignorant approach versus. And again, yeah, it's boxing. We want the rough and all that stuff, but also there's the reason why it's boxing. It's also a quote unquote gentleman sport. And there's certain etiquette that the fighters go by in these too. You know.
Exactly. Emmanuel said he blames Jake Paul.
Jake Paul in his prime
Yeah,
brand.
but she thought she was gonna bait her into fighting her. There were people convinced. They thought this was a whole ploy for a fight. No, no. Layla Ali does not have a reason to really fight her. There's no
Right.
plus she's older. Like, this woman's in her 30s.
Right.
Layla
Right.
is in her late 40s. So, like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stupidness. But unfortunately, that other one is doesn't care about all that, and it's all about her and her promotion and trying to get a name up there. I thought, like I said, I thought the whole shit was crazy, and then I'm like, oh, and then she raps. She's a rapper on top of the shit, making songs about the shit, man. I'm like,
Um,
how?
this
uh,
sounds terrible.
She just wants to be. She just wants to be famous like that, you know.
So I heard that they're going to be trying to get there's going to be emergency food stamps going out
Right.
in the state.
Heard this too. This guy is just. How
It's
does
crazy.
everybody not want to kick him out of office? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Guys are stupid. Those should be the ones paying extra taxes for
Exactly.
fucking shit up.
No, it kills me when you got a group of these guys who's claiming that who didn't vote at all, claiming that they made this happen. So by sitting out and not voting, that's what made you know because they said, like, 90% of the black women actually voted for the other, for her, but a lot of people didn't vote. I remember, like, in my neighborhood or areas, I started looking at block by block who actually voted,
Hmm.
and you would see it was like 10 registered voters, 2 people voted.
Can you tell what party they registered for?
Yeah, it
Oh,
tells you that.
really? That's
Yeah,
invasive. God damn.
yeah, that's all online now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to go down that rabbit
yeah,
hole.
yeah. So, you know, I'm sorry. They They had no intention. They have all these other avenues to make people food stamps happen, because it's a lot of businesses rely on that money too. So in the
Yeah.
beginning of the month,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, there's a ripple effect of all these things where they think that they're affecting one group, but that's the smallest amount of individuals in that group who they're actually affecting. That's the face that they want to make you think. You
well,
know,
they want you to think that people that are not working is not getting food. People that are not working are not getting food stamps, when there's actually more people working who are getting food stamps.
right,
So
right. That's it. I don't want to get too much on other stuff. We could kick on some Halloween stuff to get in the vibes until we show the movie. But one last thing that I thought was a big deal in the news, kind of a big deal for them, not really society or me on a personal level, but the fact that King Charles actually kicked out Prince Andrew out the royal house and shit, told him to pack up, and stripped him of the prince title also. That's a pretty big move for them right now. And you got to think it has something to do with the Epstein files and what they found out about him and his participation in that.
oh wow, so they kicked him out. They gave him the
Yeah,
boot.
gave him the boot. Now there's two things when they do stuff like this. If that could be the gesture to show that they kicked him out, but he still, has a property in his name or something, historically has that legacy with him and his family. But at least, from that, point of view, that's a big gesture anyway, So I think it's Epstein related, but what the hell do I know, right?
That's crazy. He had people all over the world flying to that island, huh?
That whoops, what was that? Was that you or me?
Oh, that was me. I plugged my laptop in.
Uh, All right, so here we are, folks. Halloween night, October 30th. This week, Halloween fell on a week. All right, I fucked the whole thing up. This year, Halloween fell on a weekend. Me and Ghetto's boys went trick or treat. All right, it looks like my whole neighborhood is done with that now, and it seemed to have gone pretty quick, you know.
Yeah.
And glad for that, man. And looks like it was safe. It was good enough where we're at, and yeah, doing this. I put out a question a long time ago. I don't know who's on now, but you do these trivias or just to pick one's brain, about Halloween and what how much content, how much knowledge you have in these areas, how deep you go with these franchises, and stuff too, man. One of my questions was what movie had the best chase scene? And I've been racking my brain. The only one I could think of is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one.
Oh, really?
Although there's a lot because you know what the thing is, what DMX said, like what it's falling in a scary movie. We expect to see a certain thing, the helpless running and falling and not being able to climb and fight back, that sort of shit. But sometimes they put a little good chase sequence in there too, man. And the
Mm-hmm.
only one I could think of was I agree with that because it went through all of a sudden it's dirty as shit inside that place, but they got all these clean bed sheets outside that they're zipping through with the chainsaw. But I think that one was a pretty realistic, more of a realistic run as she almost gets cut in there too, and that's about it. Yeah,
I'm looking at Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. What's the chase scene in Pet Cemetery?
Oh, it's free on here. It's showing all the different horror movies that you can watch on here.
Oh, I thought you looked up specifically chase scenes in horror movies. You were trying to see. I'm sure there's a
Oh,
somewhat of an official list.
yeah, that probably is.
Crazy mofos out there.
Let me see.
Sorry, I take the mic off, but I am eating some tostada, some chips with guac. I'm doing this, I'm trying to stay away from the mic too, so this sound like
Yeah, I had earlier. I had taco salad.
it's Mexican Day.
Yeah, it was one of those days.
Although I really wish I ordered more. I'm going to attack the rest of this when the mic is off and we're watching this stuff. What are we saying?
So, the key element. It says the key elements of a great horror chase scene, right?
Okay.
Is that the character is being chased is usually injured, unarmed, isolated, or distraught or panicked. The scene often takes place in
Yeah.
a darkness, fog, or rain, flashing or unreliable light. Less visible equals more attention. Obstacles and close calls. The runner usually encounters a locked door, dead ends, falling, tripping, broken
Ooh,
flash.
I just thought of one. Pan's Labyrinth, a small chase scene from the table. If you haven't seen this scene,
Mhm.
Guillermo del Toro uh, is the guy, and she's supposed to do whatever she does and not eat any of the food on the table, even though she's hungry and the food is abundant. And they warn her not to take in the food, but she takes a grape or something like this luscious grape, and then she sits to enjoy it for a minute, and then the beast awakes kind of behind her and starts to chase her down a hallway through a certain amount of time that she has to make it there by. So I'm gonna put that one in there also.
And then there's obstacles and close calls like locked doors, dead ends, falling and tripping, broken flashlights, narrow hallways, and a crowded woods. Now, each obstacle buys the villain time to catch up. And then there's audio buildup, heavy breathing, fast steps, dramatic or pulsating music, sudden silence before a jump scare. Often the music cuts out right before the villain catches up. The villain pace, right? So
Mhm.
horror villains rarely sprint at the same speed as the victim.
They do the Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, like Michael Myers and Jason. They walk but never fall behind. And then Ghostface, he was clumsy and frantic but relentless. Zombies, they swarm slowly or spirit. Depends on the movie type.
Right, right. There's a couple you could classify some zombies. They should be like that because that's what a zombie is. But for some reason, some of them make the zombies all agile and shit. You know.
And then
So
the common types of horror chases, right? Scenes are the final girl chase. The
yes,
surviving girl runs from the killer before the showdown. That happened in Halloween, Scream, and Texas
yeah, yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre. Right.
Friday the 13th Part One also, and I also think two.
We always fall victim to this. A character investigates a noise, realize something is wrong, and then the chase begins.
Yeah, I mean that's the one that they say. You know, all the comedians would be like, when black people hear a noise, good luck. White people, who's that? You know that deal, but I don't know. I suppose if it's your property, you might inspect a little bit too. But
try,
yeah,
here's another one. Try every door scene. The character runs through a house trying to lock or block the villain.
a little Scooby Dooish.
Yeah, like in Hush and The Strangers. And then woods and outdoor chase. Low visibility, branches, darkness. A trip hazard everywhere. Just like the Blair Witch Project.
I was just thinking of that, which is a movie I don't like.
And
Whoops.
then And then false escapes, right? The victim almost gets away.
Like
They
hostage.
reach the car, they grab the keys, or they see help, and then something blocks the escape, like the car won't
Car don't
start.
start, of course. All of a sudden, it doesn't start.
And then the group scatters. Characters split up during the panic, rarely ends well.
Yeah, never be with your friends and be like, we should split up. You know, one group's gonna die automatically. You know, bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. But I don't know. So are those the mistakes? What else?
That so they give you the psychology of why chase scenes work. Okay, so heart racing increases, fight or flight kicks in.
Of course.
Viewer mirrors the character fears. Even when the outcome feels predictable, the tension still works.
Okay. Keep that going as well. All right. So does it give any other examples? Any exact examples for any of the chase scenes and stuff?
A movie. So you trying to figure out what movies that give? Yeah, well, they gave
Yeah,
a
if they're
couple.
gonna put, whatever
Halloween,
the label is, they should put
Halloween,
yeah,
1978.
the
Laurie being
original one.
right. Laurie being stalked through a neighborhood and house by house by
Right.
Mike
Right.
Myers.
Okay. Okay.
And the Texas Chain Massacre.
Texas
Sally is
Chainsaw
running.
Massacre. Yeah.
Yeah, the 1974 version.
Hmm.
Sally is running through the woods from Leatherface and the blueprint of all slasher chases. Scream.
Scream, that's a good one too. And we just gotta stop in the house. What up, brother of a certain age, joining us on Halloween night? What's up, my brother?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a little faint at first, but yeah, I could hear you.
Okay, let me turn
Oh,
my
now
mic
you're
up.
good. Now you're good.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me check my levels and see. Okay.
Look at that. In his studio. In his studio.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm up here. I'm editing something, so I'm being be in and out. But I wanted to add to the chase scene. It's a underrated. Probably you probably never seen it or you don't remember it. It's very specific. Friday the 13th, part 5.
Five.
There is the young brother that played Dudley in Different Strokes. Do
Hmm.
you remember that he was
Okay.
in that?
Okay.
There is a scene where the Jason character shows up and my man just runs off into the woods like nobody's business. I mean, he takes it's probably the funniest shit that I've. Can we curse on this one? I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, man. Of
I'm
course.
just
Let
but
me see
listen,
if I can
it's,
find
if
it.
you could find uh he just takes off. I mean, when I tell you, if you ever supposed to run any kind of specific way, you supposed to run like this. You know how when in Bad Boys, when Will Smith gets excited about how um, Martin drives, he's like, "Now that's how you supposed to drive." If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to see how you supposed to run, find that scene. I'll try to look at it, try to look it up as well. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna be up here, and I don't want to hold your panel down. I'm editing my review of Welcome to Deary episode 2.
What are you doing, man?
So
You don't gotta work during my podcast, man.
yeah,
What the hell?
listen, I'm not an editor, and I've been working on this thing all day, and it's been and YouTube kicks it back. They're like, nope,
The hell?
nope, uh, copyright, nope. You got to
Yeah.
cut this out. Nope, you got to, and it's been kicking it back to me, and I'm trying to.
And you gotta keep doing all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing it as we speak, but I can hear everything, and only I'm just saying if I go on mute, I'm listening to everything, and I will chime in. I won't be disrespectful to the panel. But anyway, if you could find that Joe, find that scene, I'll look for it as well.
I found it.
Now, did you see my man when he took off?
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm watching it. I'm gonna play it though.
Listen, if watch it, I want to hear your reaction to it as he takes off running. See if
All
that's the shot.
we'll play. Hey, brother of a certain age, I got a question for you
Yes, sir.
because I don't know. So I put out a video, remember, of Robert Johnson and stuff.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you gave me some good feedback and appreciate it. But one of the things you said, you held me to, I think I said during the video, it's going to be about 20 minutes. And you commented specifically on, you said 20 minutes, but you gave 25. Now, is that a bad thing in YouTube world, or how does that look?
No. I was just being the jerk that I am.
Okay.
That's all that was.
There's
That was me
no
poking.
particular
No.
perception of that or anything.
No. Listen, you're talking, you're free flowing. You know what I'm saying? You're passionate about what you were talking about. So that's all I really care about.
Oh,
The most important comment for me was picking up from you the energy. Like, I have a problem with my energy when I'm talking.
okay.
For whatever reason, when I go live or when I press record, I tend to like relax. And when I'm with my friends and stuff like that, or if I'm at work, I'm not that mellow. I'm mellow, but I'm not that mellow. And I feel like
Right.
that's part of what's holding me back, is the fact that people want to hear from you. They don't necessarily want to hear
I
from.
want to add that personality.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I that was more of a nod to the fact that your energy was really great in that.
Okay.
But as far as the minutes, I was just me poking fun at, as people be like, I ain't gonna be on here too long.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And then,
Okay.
and then 2 hours later, they gone. And that's
Yeah.
all that was.
Okay.
No.
Cool. I was just watching out for all the feedback that came in because people seem to respond to that very well. So that was very cool. And
Right.
yeah, man, thanks for the support. And we'll be here and do your thing and come back if you're
I'm
done.
gonna sit up on the panel. I'm gonna sit up on the panel.
I found the clip. Go ahead and pull it up.
Oh yeah.
All right, hang on for 1 sec. Over here, it says add to the stage. Doing it might be taking a little minute. I don't know what's going on. It's saying something. Do I got to remove one before I put that up?
Yeah, let me remove this. Okay. Now go ahead and bring that up.
All right.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, that was it. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. They beat me. That wasn't me. Good footwork.
This ain't it yet. This ain't it.
What year?
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Now that's how you get the
Out of there. Not even looking back. Yeah. Hell up out of there. right, Joe. All right.
Look, I was getting into that.
You getting into it, watching the whole movie, man. I'm like, damn.
Yo, my man said, I'm gone. I don't care what you got going on, Shorty. I'm out of here.
I like that because there was no love interests. There was no like that was a loyalty. Your 2 feet better work
Yeah.
in this situation, man.
No,
God damn.
but my question is like, why did she stop when she saw that man's face? Like me, I would have kept running. First of all, I would have tried to pull that man out the car, that police car, and took the car. But that's just me. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. You know, in a horror movie, if you see a dead body, it's like a barrier. You can't go that way. You got to turn around.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Way. Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
You can't just hop over it and keep on going. That
You're right. That's exactly that. It's a barrier. Ah! And then you're running back the other way. You're not trying to get around it.
The other way.
You're not trying to slip under it.
I would have pulled that policeman out of that car and took that damn car.
We out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, they fight and flight response is a little different from mine.
Yeah, unless they were zombies, then it makes sense. You might not want to tussle. It was a zombie. You don't know what you're gonna get. But that way, yeah, man, you pull by the collar and drag the rest of that out, and the feet clunk on the floor, man.
Just keep it, and get in there and go. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me go on mute.
All right, man, do your thing, and we'll be here, man. It's almost I guess it's almost 11 o'clock, man. We have to start this thing in a couple minutes here, and I guess I'll do a little presentation of it. So tonight we decided to play Night of the Living Dead. It was from 1968, George Romero, and it said there were a couple zombie-like stories before this, but this is one of the first real zombie movies to canonize, what's in the zombie atmosphere and the stratosphere as well for the zombie world. And a couple little unknown facts as we play this, as I was saying, I think last week too. So George A. Romero and his partner John Russo made Night of the Living Dead in 1968. And at the end of the film, they had some trouble making copyright. I don't think that's one of the reasons we could show it today, because it wasn't copyrighted the way it was supposed to be, which is okay. Now, in the aftermath of that, they kind of went their separate ways. They had 2 separate visions of what the zombie world might look like. So George A. Romero got the license to anything living dead, or the dead, I should say. So you hear Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, whatever of the dead. John Russo got Living Dead. So in 1984, Return of the Living Dead is his sequel comedy, which I love. That's one of my favorite movies. But and then George A. Romero would go the other way, which I think might be the mall thing, where they have it out over there too. So, same concept, 2 different ways. And tonight we're going to watch exactly where this came from. I'll save a couple other things, see if I want to throw in some trivia or anything along the way. But like we said, man, this is a watch party. So we want you to sit back, relax, get your snacks, get your drink, whatever it is, as though you are going to the movie theater and watching this full-length film, Night of the Living Dead, with all of us having a good time. And if you need to, you got a comment, or you need to stop, or you want to chat it up, the link will be open. You could jump up online here and say whatever you want to say. Keep it quick. Reminded that all of us do want to see the movie, but if you got something to add, we've done it before in documentaries. You're more than welcome to pop up here and add anything that you think is relevant to this as well, man. And we'll do that. If I got anything, or we need a break or so, we'll do that. We'll have a discussion, stay on a little bit afterwards and hang out. And that's the way that we'll do our Halloween. We got that, Josephine. Got anything on that?
No. You covered it all.
Okay, so I think we're a little closer to 11 o'clock. Do we want to play right on the dot at 11, or do you think we want to get into it now?
Yeah, I got it in the back.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Let me turn the music down. Let me take my mic off while I get my snacks. And everybody, man, cheers and enjoy Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, 1968. Peace.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, I don't know that she can. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Test. We're back on? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Well, there's no one around.
Well, it's late. If you'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one. Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh? Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boys, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny. Oh, no! Oh, Johnny! Help
Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there a key? I suppose you've tried this. Do you live here? Jesus. We've got to get out of here. We have to get to where there's some other people. Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
What's happening?
How do you think it's happening?
What's happening?
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I don't
I know you're afraid, but we have
I
to...
don't know! I don't know! What's
I know we're in here now. I've looked at it. Get some more lights on in this house. Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up. Look, goddamn! Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay? Okay? biggest ones you can find. There, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those things will be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out. You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Still hear the man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of light left except by now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run, or just stood there, staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery, Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And, oh, it's hot in here. Hot. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late." Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, Goody. And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me! And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran. And Johnny didn't come. We have to wait for Johnny. Maybe we better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Please! We have got to go get Johnny! Please help me! Please!
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No! My brother is not dead! Oh! Oh!
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature of this crisis has been determined and until we can advise what course of action to take. Keep listening to radio and TV for any special instructions as this crisis develops further. Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to stay where you are. received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and joint teams behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference, says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. That's the extent of this latest bulletin meeting. Members of his cabinet, the FBI, Joint Chiefs of Staff, and scientists from NASA within the hour. All radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country, including the one to which you were listening, have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement officials are at a loss to explain or even at this hour, even to theorize about the reasons for this wave of murder. So far, the advice they're able to give the public is somewhat Chief T.K. Dunmore of Camden, North Carolina, who's quoted as saying, quote, "Tell the people, for God's sake, to get off the streets. Tell them to go home and lock their doors and windows up tight. We don't know what kind of murder-happy characters we have here." End quote. Is Chief Dunmore of Camden, North Carolina. So far, the only descriptions, the only clues anyone has of the killers come from frightened witnesses of some of the slaves. These eyewitness accounts variously describe the murderers as ordinary-looking people, misshapen monsters, people who look like they're in a trance, and things that look like people but act like animals. Some eyewitnesses tell of seeing victims who look as though they had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story began developing 2 days ago with the report of the slaying of a family of 7 in their rural home near Gulfport, Virginia. Since then, reports of such senseless killings began snowballing in a reign of terror which has hopscotched in an erratic, disconnected manner throughout much of the eastern and western United States. Efforts to keep track of the murder reports by the placing of markers on a map seem to indicate a general spreading of the extreme southeastern United States to the north and west. Our newsmen have been on the telephone talking with officials in other cities and have determined that none of this kind of mass murder has yet been reported west of the Mississippi River, except in the extreme southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like...
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh, and
when it
these.
first became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This
that
place is boarded up pretty solid now.
in nature. However, as these
We ought to be all right here for a while.
dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
the
was
gun
something
and
more than the
bullets.
usual run of lawlessness.
Food and the radio.
Some began to suspect an obscure kind of conspiracy.
Sooner or later, someone
Things as
bound to come and get us out.
creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Precautions of any suspicious strangers. And keep tuned to your radio and television for survival instructions and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
Goes on in the absence of any
but I'm going upstairs now.
It's almost as though some critical balance of
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there, and I'll be down to take care of it.
savage killers. We repeat, this radio station.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured. Inconsistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they killed. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
We're from town. A radio.
County, Pennsylvania. The Butler County Sheriff is verified by their slayers is true. No further details available at this time. However,
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up here?
How were we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help?
Well, if there were more of
The
it.
racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this?
Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs. Kids hurt.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we could fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that up downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got 1 million windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if there are that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar is a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
You boxed yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
It's all right.
We gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
I'm taking the girl with me.
Leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards. You know, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
You're gonna let them get hurt too, huh?
It's all right, honey. Go ahead. If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Hey. Hey, kid. He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
We repeat, this radio station will remain on the air day and night.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them. There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard you screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us to tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon? We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
Will you do it?
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's going to get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Okay.
Okay, open up.
I'll take good care of her, Helen.
She's all I have.
Why don't you go upstairs now?
Her brother was killed.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here. Now, you better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on. There's no sound. Play with the rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up! In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. The medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the president. Since convening this conference of the presidential cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump? Look.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been
logical explanation that we
have
at this time.
In other words, it is the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
And Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between them?
Definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
An unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing.
Will there be a reply for this?
Later?
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon.
There will be a report this afternoon.
Perhaps there will be a report.
Later.
Will you close the window?
We have everything possible to solve the problem.
You know, we have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get care in there, we could get help for her.
No, it's one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
For NASA. Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injuries.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about the basic problem with patients?
Well,
Look, you go down there and tell, Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
direct action taken with regard to the Venus probe. In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't done anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
No, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make Molotov cocktails to hold them out while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it, then. You and I'll go. We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
No place to leave safely, except to the rescue station which have been set up. Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many, many more such rescue stations.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? How many do you have done? Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey. You're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
How long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know. I know all that.
Hey, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley. Where's that big smile for me? Boy, you're sure no use at all, are you? We've got work to do, honey. And you...
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
Good luck.
Yeah.
things.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Good Lord.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls, this one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Cuz?
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again. All right,
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down.
James, the vinegar finished. Can I see you here?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain...
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down. Heller, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
Well, 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window, Plunkett.
You want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Thank you.
You go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard Den. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Donna, check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Down there by the barn. Okay. Some of these guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Yeah, sure looks like it, Tom.
Come over. A group of police and the other cops. He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick. Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here? All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house.
There's something there. I heard a noise.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
Send the wagon through directly out. Over.
Keep those dogs back off of those things. Move more quickly.
Damn. They killed it, my brother. There you go, folks.
That was a racist motivated movie right there.
Well, there are a lot of social implications people like to take away from it. That being the shocker at the end that the protagonist doesn't survive, or he does survive the whole ordeal, only for to be carelessly taken down by the authorities, somehow to reflect segregation and where the country was, at that time too. So a lot of things. There's a lot of note of there being a black protagonist in that situation from 1968 as well. George Romero's decision to cast that person. He said he didn't deliberately cast a black man for the role either. He was just the best that made it through the audition. His intensity, and it was good. I mean, that shows above anything else, right? That he was good for that character, taking the leadership role and separating. You're in charge down there, I'm in charge up here. It's almost as if there was no race in this, but you wouldn't help but notice back in the 60s that you got a black male protagonist that's not step and fetch it or anything like that too.
Well, they killed him for no reason. They said, "Oh, he's a zombie. Let's get him up out of here." That was a damn shame.
They sure did. I mean, even around those times and before. So it took a little. They didn't like you owning land or being assertive and whatnot, and popped you off, man.
That's why you need to see Sinners, because
oh boy,
same kind of like a little bit of that in that movie.
I feel like I know it already, though. I don't know.
You think
I know
you
it's
know
stuff, supernatural stuff in there, but I feel like I know the damn movie.
Yeah, but you won't know it. We can't talk about it until you see it.
All right, I almost rented it. It's like $8 to rent the goddamn thing. And Amazon's like $9.99 to buy it, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to buy it, and I'm like, well, the rent has to come down, otherwise I'm almost forced to buy it. I don't want to do that yet.
I think I rented it off of Amazon too.
Yeah, I might. The rent price got to go down, man. Like, fuck, come on. I know it's still kind of new. Like
a brother of a certain age is like, Sinners was pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
We have to be able to talk about it, and so we can make a parallel between this movie, like some of the scenes in this movie with Sinners, because it kind of has that same, it has some of those elements that we talked about in these kind of movies, and it would be interesting to get your take on it.
All right, within a week or so. Didn't your boy Stevie Knight do a review for that?
No, he don't even know what he was talking about. Like, you can't even
go get his review. Let me see what Stevie Knight has to say about it, and then I'll come back to you, man. Oh shit, that is some wild stuff. But this is a good classic, man. This is definitely a good.
Yes, even Nikki's seen it already. I've seen it. Emmanuel's seen it. Brother has seen it. We all have seen it. We're waiting for you to see it so we could talk.
The thing is, man, and then I couldn't. When I found out he was playing like the same, he was playing two roles in the shit, and I was like, ugh,
Oh no, it's real good. And like when I say he played those two roles very good. You could distinguish the two.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just didn't see it yet. That's all. I'm not against it or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I know I got to see it, but I will. It goes with a lot of the things that we've been talking about.
Exactly.
Last week and stuff. So I know, and I did go to look it up, but I was like, come on, this regular rent price is like $4.99 at least for the newer movies, but this one's like $7, man. I'm not doing it on principle.
That's the reason why it's probably at that rate, because of the value of the movie.
Yeah,
I can contribute $2 to it.
Yeah, I just because it's right there, man. There's a sale on like a couple extra dollars. I might as well buy it. I don't want it in my library necessarily.
Oh.
So, I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see how it goes. I wanted to during the week. Kind of glad I didn't. So maybe see how I feel this weekend if I get more downtime where I could just chill out and watch a movie. I'm actually still in my recliner. I'm not in the place where I would normally podcast from right now. So I'm chilling. I'm reclined. Snacks on one side still. Laptop
Well,
on a tray on the other side with microphone. I might do movies like this. This is pretty damn comfortable. My back feels good. So we'll see. We'll see.
well, you got 2 weeks because next week I'm celebrating the birthday weekend. So you got
Another birthday. Who is this?
huh? Yeah, I'm
Birthday.
going. Oh, it's my husband's birthday weekend. So we're going out somewhere.
Your husband's birthday. My God.
Yeah. So a Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Represent all the Scorpios. You also miss Dr. Nikki's birthday was this past week too. So
Word.
yeah, it was Wednesday.
Happy belated, Dr. Nikki. Hell yeah.
All the Scorpios, stand up, stand up,
My
stand up.
birthday sign is Scorpio. Ah.
You a Scorpio too?
No.
Oh,
Hell
okay.
no.
Okay. Why you? I like Scorpios. What are you talking about?
Scorpio. Actually, yeah. Our signs are alike, so yeah, I guess it's not bad.
Oh, also your sign is just like a Scorpio.
It's in the family. It's in the family. Close enough. Close
Oh,
enough.
well, I'm a Virgo, so. Oh yeah.
What's Dickie Sitters is the best scene a film I've seen in 15 years. I get it. It's just man, and I used to be a movie guy, like right on the movies out, but now
I
I'm like,
used to be that way too, and then I wasn't going like. Listen, I was on the fence about seeing this movie. Trust me, I was like, I was that way, and then everyone kept talking about it, but they wasn't critiquing it the way you know. They were like focusing, it was like kind of like Stevie Knight kind of like like just basic. They wasn't breaking down the layers of it. So I
Yeah.
said, let me watch this movie and see what. And so then I saw these layers, and then I really didn't see like these people, like people talking about in deep. Well, you had to search for it.
Mhm.
So so those who know, if you want an in-depth conversation about it, you had to look for it. But those who were just, if you just randomly talking about it, they were only focusing on like little basic things, like,
Yeah.
but it's worth watching because of the whole Stevie Knight thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen enough. Almost I'll put it together through all the critiques that I've seen, but definitely you do need to start with I mean, I'm open to it. I didn't say it sucks or anything. I think it'll probably be a pretty decent job because everybody in it is decent, but I just
Yeah.
it just
Well,
came out.
it'd be a good conversation piece too. It'd be a good discussion.
All right. All right. Put that on the list. What I got to do. So what else with that, man? Other than a lot of people saying there was only
Man,
one black dude in it, but that's
all
the
I
way
want
that
to
was.
know is, and I just have this one question: why don't zombies eat each other? Like it doesn't make if they're so hungry, and
Because
why
their
would they?
bodies change. It's chemically changed. It's not the same thing they crave.
Okay, but
Is
why? And
why.
then why are these? Why would these zombies were smarter than normal zombies? Because if they're they were busting like in one instance they were smart enough to bust out lights in a car, but then some of them could maybe it's based on intelligence. Like they kill some intelligent zombies, maybe the zombies know
Got
more.
an intelligent brain. They definitely didn't have all those zombie rules worked out in this one. Because they
Yeah.
wouldn't have the brain thing worked out until about the 80s, when zombies are like brain. That wasn't even done at that time. They messed up from the first scene where the first zombie at the graveyard picked up a brick. There's no way in the hell they should have the motor skills and the association to identify a brick and pick it up and smash the window. There's no way
But
the
they were
zombies know
picking up
physics.
bricks and they were busting out windows, busting out the lights on the car. Like, come on now.
Yeah, so they didn't work out the capabilities, the speed, the strength. They shouldn't have been able. They shouldn't be able to work doorknobs or like none of that shit. They should literally just be bumping into the door.
And how does the black guy know that he would have gotten eaten? He could have. They probably, they might have been zombies that had an acquired taste. They might.
He's dark meat. He's more valuable meat. He's the lean meat.
Yeah, but where's the black zombies? If it, where was the?
Wrong. He didn't live there. It was obviously not that kind of neighborhood. All right. It was very. He had to drive out there to go to the gas. If you didn't hear him, that's what he said he drove in for.
Oh, okay.
Because he saw the
So he
gas.
wasn't part
That wasn't
of.
his house.
So that was segregation right there.
Segregation. His car broke down in the wrong part of the neighborhood. It could have been. Well, I don't think it could have been worse for him. It could have been worse earlier for him when he got shot. The police were like, "Oh, Digra, plow in the head."
You gonna watch and a brother said he's gonna watch and review 28 years later. I think that was a decent movie.
Yeah, that would have been the third one. First one was really good at the decay of society. You know how it tackled that and how men would be and how the different cliques and everything would be as well in there. So very good. That I should be able to access that.
Mario said those was sundown town.
Downtown zombies. That is some funny shit. Definitely, man. Can races since they could hold bricks and turn doorknobs, right?
Man, listen, if I was that black guy, I would have left all those people behind. There was no way. But see, that's how we get caught up.
Saving people. What?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see zombies playing spades, drinking, doing the percolator. I want to see
Want to do zombies in the hood? Is that what you want to see?
I want to see zombies doing the percolator.
I'm pretty sure Tubi got to have a black zombie movie.
I know we should do review. This guy reviewing some of the Tubi movies.
You know what we should.
Like some of them Tubi movies are insane, like insanely unrealistic.
Cause this is Thriller. I didn't watch Thriller yet, so I'm going to be doing that when I get off of here as well.
Oh,
but zombies in the hood. Do that. There was a leprechauns in the hood. There was a leprechaun in the hood. Part 1 and part 2. Did you know that?
Yeah, I seen. Yeah,
you know the movie Leprechaun.
Yeah, I seen that movie with that.
So they finally do a Leprechaun in the Hood, and not only is that like the sequel, that's like number 4 or 5, but then they do like the next movies, Leprechaun in the Hood Part 2. They do. When do they do that? They never do that.
I wasn't interested. The Leprechaun movies. That thing looked crazy.
Ice-T is in one of them.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, yo, man, this is Ice-T, man.
I can tell you a story of the time I met Ice-T. It was hilarious.
Met Ice-T?
Yeah.
With Coco?
He wasn't with Coco at the time. It was back in I met Ice-T in the 90s.
The first wife. See the first wife?
He wasn't even with her. He showed up at it was like on the east side. It was a basketball player. He had do like a party and he showed up and he had like 2 women. He showed up to the party with 2 women.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
Was real short too.
He what?
He was real short.
Yeah, you'll probably see that.
Short, petite.
Petite. You can't call a dude petite.
He was petite.
True, dude. That is way out of line.
Dixon. I was there. I was just listen. I was just there. I don't even remember how I ended up at this party. But yeah. I it was like it was really weird because the party was kind of dead before he showed up. So it was kind of weird because we were about to leave and then he showed up and then that's when it started jumping. So we went back.
I know, right, brother of a certain age, man. Playing ball in the hood, 3-on-3 zombies versus the homies over
Look.
there too.
Yeah, I was doing a percolate. No, I wasn't. I was ready to go home. I'm tired.
Joe on the sideline there with the dudes rapping. She's like all posed, kneel down with the rapper rapping.
Yeah, we used to go to these like they used to have this club, right, where they would have talent, like rap battles, and so they would have like two stages. And it would be like a rapper on one stage and a rapper on another stage. And so what would happen is on the first stage, they would start rapping. And then if people like start booing, they would let the other people rap, and then it would like turn their back, and then they would turn the mic off. So it was kind of it was kind of interesting.
Like that. Josephine.
Yeah, I was doing a percolator.
And yeah, I could see
Like,
that.
listen, if you from Illinois, period, you know the percolator. Like, I went to one of my cousin's weddings, and my cousin got married in like Las Vegas, and I swear to you, like it was just like halfway through the night, and next thing you know, you hear time for the percolator. I was like, oh Lord, like if your people from Chicago, they're going to figure out how to squeeze that song in there.
All right.
Either that or they're either that doing that or they're stepping. They're always stepping.
Chicago steps.
Man, listen.
They do all the step songs over there.
Listen, when I got married, someone was stepping. No, I was too young for all that. I was like, when I went to that party, I think I was like 16. So I was young.
Holy shit, you remember that, Emmanuel? BET After Dark? Crazy.
I remember that.
Crazy. Yeah, I like this movie. I'm glad we saw it. I'm also glad we saw it in black and white. Also, it worked just fine.
My brother was 38, so I was inspired. It was the inspiration for Adina Howard.
Oh boy.
Nah, I was too young. I was young.
You're too young for Adina Howard.
No, I mean not like for her, but doing the things that she was doing. Like, I didn't stay, I was I was hanging
Figuring it out.
I was hanging out with older, like I had older friends, and then
Josephine was
like,
playing flag football and shit.
man, listen. I used to hang out with I had a mentor. She used to go to she was in college, and her she's still married to her college sweetheart to this day. But I used to have a mentor. I used to go to a lot of college things. A lot of college.
I'll listen to this.
Yeah. But I just kind of was I observed. I wasn't really like I would dance mostly, but I wouldn't be all like she wouldn't let me do all that.
House party.
Yeah, I remember we used to have house parties like that. They don't have that unlike how we used to have it.
No, they don't.
House party be so packed.
They totally don't do that these days, man. These kids are whack. House party was the only way you could get together, hang out.
I was at the bus. I did wear overalls too. Like I was that girl. I would wear overalls.
Bamboo earrings, backpack.
Well, I ain't wear no bamboo earrings.
The MC light, haircut like Anita Baker.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did have that. I think like when I was like young, like before TLC started dressing like that, I think that's how we were. I think like a lot of them were in, it wasn't like we like it is nowadays. I think they were more influenced by what young people were doing, they weren't actually influencing us. We were influencing them.
Right. And I
Yeah.
mean, creativity was better because again, we didn't have our own, for the most part, a lot of our own brand name stuff and everything. So things came out of like a normal, catalog or whatever, but you did something extra to make it yours. Whether it's baggy or you get the colors. Fresh Prince is actually a good example for that. Like when he went to school and he had his uniform and he liked it inside out better. And then that's the way he rocked it to be more distinguished from, his peers in that regard. You had to do shit like that back in the day to be like, yo, this is a style.
I remember back then we had those black Bart Simpson shirts.
Yeah, I had one for every day of the week, man.
Yeah, and we were like getting them from the swap meet. Like
Yep, yep.
who was making them shirts? Like we had to figure who was
You
actually
wash
making
it once in the
who was
whites or something like that, it's
yeah.
gone.
We're like, who's making them shirts? We always had them, but I can't even tell you who was making them.
I had 2 shirt sets. I had 2 sets of shirts. One set was Batman, the other set was the Simpsons, Black Simpsons in there. That was it. And then I
Oh,
had some pro black stuff because again, man, early 90s, late 80s was another black renaissance for movies and music and entertainment and all that kind of stuff, you know?
man, I used to have beads,
Yeah,
medallions.
you had to have the medallion with the African continent in the leather
Yep.
thing on your neck.
Yeah, wearing, and then I used to wear like I think we went through the stage where we were wearing cross colors and
Mhm.
how can I?
I didn't have a lot of those. I thought it was neat. I had a couple jeans with the suede shit on it, past the pockets, like at the
Yeah.
vibez thigh. Basically had that. I didn't really do a bunch of loud colors and all of that kind of
Did
stuff.
you did you wear the striped shirts with the with the hoodie on the back of them with the
That
long
was fun.
sleeve?
Striped shirts with the hoodie. I don't think so. What I'm remembering now, and it
We
could have
used
been like
to,
just borderline 80s, 90s. You wanted to dress like Kwame for like a summer.
yeah, that's what
So you
exactly.
had like the shirts with like the sperm cells on them, like the little, you know what I'm saying? It looked
Yeah,
like what people wear as a tie, but the whole shirt looked like a tie
polka dot.
instead. Yeah,
You
yeah.
wearing a lot of polka dots.
We did the polka dots with that. I remember specifically overalls, one strap down, or you put 2 straps down for the
And
overall, or you wear the
remember
whole overall.
remember wearing one pants leg up.
I never did that. That
I
was
did.
just too LL for me, man. I was like,
Man,
or maybe
listen,
I did a
the
couple
one
times.
pants leg up, you see my calf muscle and stuff.
Thinking you have a calf muscle back in the day. You're like, check this out.
Yeah, a little calf muscle.
Little calf muscle.
No, I ran track, so I had
Okay.
calf.
All right. Joe
Yeah,
saying shit.
I had calves.
Oh, no. I had black biceps. Yeah, man. You had to have that, man.
Yup, yup.
All of that. Do
We
the
was
right
we
thing.
were we were fly back then. We had baggy clothes. We used to wear them hats that looked like they weren't like
The
beanie.
rhythmation hats. It say like X in metal.
Right, but we had those hats that were like beanies. They would look like beanie hats, but they used to have a string around the
Yeah.
tip. Yeah, we used to
All of that. You
I
either
was
were
so
rocking the pro
fly.
black or the gangster shit, man. You were
Yeah,
wearing the African colors, the kufi hats, right?
I thought I was so fly back then.
Hell yeah, man. Back in those days. It's different, man. It's just different.
Yeah.
Then I stopped doing that. My style was more like uh I did some loud clothes just because I was young and trying to do that. But mostly it was like from like almost like Boys in the Hood. Baggy sweatshirt, jeans, and Nike Cortez. I would carry that style for a long
Nike Cortez.
Nike Cortez, man. I always got a pair of Cortez handy.
Yeah. Arrow
Got to.
Nike Cortez.
You know? Yeah, I still got Chucks. I always got Chucks too, man.
I don't know how you wearing them because we older now. You need to get you some shoes.
Yeah.
You need to get you some shoes that got cloud form in the mid in
Chucks be flat
yeah,
foot,
platform.
flat footing you, man.
Man, you can't walk far. You probably walk into the car with those on. That's it.
Yeah, I don't wear them as much as if I see them there in the closet, I'm like, I've been wearing the Chucks for a while.
Mm.
Take them out, you know, that style.
Supposed to be
But
wearing shoes that have like Brooks or something. You supposed to be wearing shoes that have
I wear no orthodontics, whatever. What the hell do you call it? Osteopathic
we wear New
shoe.
Balance. You're gonna be wearing New Balance.
I wear no New Balance, none of that stuff,
Wear
man.
shoes that you gonna be wearing. Look, you already wear Clarks to work, so
I
stop playing.
do. I like the Clarks, man. There's no complaints with those.
Exactly. You got to have some comfort in your shoes.
There it is. So
Remember you
yeah,
wear
they
those
have redone the
boots, the little combat boots, like looking, but they would be like all black, shiny. Like I think the girls wore that.
and I could never do no Tims. I did Tims a little bit once in a while, but I feel like that was my style, like that backpack, super baggy jeans and shit. Opened out Tims, you know, rather have my Cortezes and shit like that. You know?
Did you wear Yeah, I used to always have a backpack, and then I went through like athletic stage where I always had to wear like Adidas, and I had to wear a track shoe. I always wore track. Like when you have boys, man, I was like, let me wear my track clothes.
Yeah. Had that. It was even that. Man, we created styles.
Did you wear Dickies?
Once in a while, I tried to get either overalls with them, but mostly the pants, because those were one of the pants that did like straight leg down, but it had enough room. It was always baggy enough.
And you didn't, and look, they were crisp. Like you probably had the little line down.
I wasn't that crazy with it.
Oh, you
Actually,
wasn't crazy.
back in the day with jeans and stuff, I'd have like an ironing day. I had to do the cuffs. I don't know if people remember back in the days, cuffs were the thing. So you had like super big jeans. You had to put the belt around the waist, scoop it up so then you had a little bit of room, because other than that, you have the basketball shorts, you know, some other shit too, because you got to be ready to play. You know, do that. Roll up the bottoms, you know, cuff it up, boom. Do that up.
I remember back in the day, them males used to have them pants with like crease. They would be like so crispy and creased up front. I was like, whoa.
You know, we took our time to look, you know, good too, man.
Like nobody wanted to, I don't think back then nobody was looking wrinkled.
The clothes kind of fit.
Yeah.
We just wanted some baggier clothes. We wore extra large sizes, but we didn't wear the extra large size and sag everything, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man. That was it. But yeah, all of that old school stuff. But this is the Halloween special we got going on here. So just back to was there anything else about that? Anything you liked, didn't like?
No, I was laughing.
Satisfied with it.
It was dragging, but I was laughing at the beginning because I was like, this is unrealistic. Ain't no way. And no, when he punched that white lady, that was hilarious.
Smacked her like he wasn't gonna get hanged or lynched right after that in any other world whatsoever. That was bold.
Yeah.
They made some bold choices with that. Yeah, it was good. It was good all around. You know, low budget movie. There's a story that I told you about it. Here's a good little story. Anybody still out there listening? So while George A. Romero was filming this in Pennsylvania, you know, as you could tell, it wasn't a big production like today where they have outward lighting, film crew, camera crew, all these sorts of crews filming the house and everything like that. if you ever looked at, if you ever watched Tales from the Tour Bus from what's the dude's name from Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill guy, Mike Judge. He puts out that series, Tales from the Tour Bus. Season 2 discovers funk and the inner and outs of all the funk groups from Prince, James Brown, George, the Funkadelic Parliament, all that sort of stuff too. So this film was filmed in 1968, and while that movie's being made guerrilla style by the house and stuff, and you got these zombies around and everything too, you have George Clinton, who is also on tour, who then in Pennsylvania, high on LSD, decides to convince his driver to take a shortcut. The shortcut leads them right to the set of Night of the Living Dead, where they've never seen they don't see that it's a production camera crew, so they literally think that they are driving into some sort of apocalypse or something crazy too. That is right from George Clinton there and his introduction to zombies on LSD.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
They did a lot of drugs back then.
A lot. And even just imagine driving into this field, the back roads. You would never think in the 60s that you're going to drive into something like that, right? So I just wonder what his mind was really like. He said he was freaking out, and he didn't understand what it was. And then quickly, I think he got out of the car and ran or something like that. Was the rest of that story, you know? So, yeah. 3 punches of Sunday, town zombies showed up and started picking up crocs. That is funny. Yeah, so I like that a lot, man. Very good. Good choice. Good choice. Whoever chose it. And that's it. Well, what time is it? I don't want tonight to be too long because I don't think I got it.
Me neither.
I'm passing out a little. So
All right.
think.
So let's wrap it up.
Holy shit. You guys hear that? Josephine is ready to wrap up over here. Let me put up not my rocking chair. I got to do it carefully because there's food and microphones and phones and everything. Hang on. Got to kick the bottom down. Ugh. All right. Hang on. Move the microphone up. All these working parts. All right, man. Man, I had a good. Where's our outro? Actually, we don't want outro. We still could do a little bit of Halloween. There's still Halloween parties going on tomorrow because, as you know, Friday's good, but you could also party on a Saturday. This year, Halloween fell on a weekend. Steve keeps saying that. It only happens so often, damn it,
Yeah.
Me and Ghetto Boys are trick or treat, and I'm still, if I don't do anything, I'm going to be falling asleep to Thriller. I'm going to be putting that on right after the fact. Man, I had a great time. As I was saying with everybody, I'm so glad that we got a chance to do this. I was really chill. I had to go back and forth. I put on like a full screen on the laptop so I could, enjoy it full movie style. And like I said, man, I was on my recliner, all of that, and just had fun with it, man. We did exactly what we said that we wanted to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely glad that you guys spent the time with us, man. And who knows, more of this sort of stuff to come. This is definitely the time to do it. We covered the things here too. Special thanks to Josephine getting things ready and her artwork, as you see there in the avatar. You got anything, Joe?
No, have a good night.
Joe is ready to go. All right, everybody, man. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and see you out there, man. Peace, 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 peace.